Definitely a change of scenery tonight. It is on some. Welcome back. No, it has been a crazy week last week. Not even trading wise, just regular degular life. But y'all already know that's how it goes. But I heard so many things from over the weekend to yesterday at church where it was just screaming at me, how much do you really want it? How much are you really trying to lean into trusting God? Whenever it comes to trusting God, it is essentially you making sure that you trust yourself. Like, if you don't trust in yourself, like, how can you trust in God? Like, you know what I'm saying? You've been doing this for a minute, you've been doing this for a long time, and it's like it's finally time for it to really be on some. I needed to blow, I needed to pop. But it's like, how can you succeed in anything if you're not putting him first? And it's like, I'm not even, y'all know me, it's not that I'm not even trying to make this whole video about him, but it's literally everything was screaming at me, that in particular, like, from my strategy, from me trying to be disciplined with my schedule, from me trying to make sure that I am enduring and I'm being grateful and I'm just being attentive to my family, and just everything. It just, you have to put him first to make everything make sense. And you could click off of it, not want to hear it if you want to, but it's like, it was just so much of that this weekend. And it's like I said, it just spews into one another, because you have to, if you're not trusting and doing the things that you're supposed to do for you, how are you going to lean in and trust in yourself? Like, I know it was my last couple videos, I had also mentioned on some, you have to be willing to trust yourself. You have to try. Stop doing things that are making you be disappointed in yourself. That's not what we're here for. That's not how we're supposed to go about it. One of the things that I had seen, and people be like, it's not a religion to me, it's a relationship, okay, with my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, first of all, number one. And it's like, over this weekend I've seen so many, I don't, I guess, algorithm, whatever you want to call it, but it's like, I've seen so many traders that just really just keep talking about God. And I think that's a beautiful thing. But I'm never here to force anything on you, but it is a point where you have to think outside of yourself, because this fell in your lap for a reason. It was a guy talking about how he was, just trying to be a better person, praying for better things, and trading fell in his lap. And with trading falling in his lap, he really realized who he was. Like, he seen himself for who he truly is, and he literally started to mold and shape himself in a better light because of trading. Because that's the tool that God gave him. And it's like, it is such an abundant tool. And it does get frustrating at times when it's like, it's not clicking like you want it to click. And I feel like I've been doing this and riding this ride for a really long time. Like, what's going on? Like, what is it that I need to be doing? How much more do I need to do this? And how many more times do I have to stop doing this? Like, when do I get to go out again? When do I get to have fun? When do I get to essentially live life? Because my head has been down in the charts and in the screen, and just trying to figure out the candles, trying to figure out my strategy, trying to figure out, I just want to hear different life stories about traders and the things that they went through. It gets to a point where it's like, I've been putting in time, I've been putting in years, and it's like, I'm really ready for it to pop every year after itself, after every single year. It's this next year coming up, it's my time. It's like, it's really my time to blow. It's my time to shine. And it's just, what happens whenever your dreams don't meet your goal deadlines? Do you stop? Do you give up? Do you go try to chase something else? Do you try to go find something else? Or is it something to where you just succumb, or you try to elevate in the things that you do, and you try to figure out what can you improve on? That was really me last week. Like, yeah, things have gotten a lot better, I've been tightening up a lot more, but it's like, it's still, I'm just still trying to tweak it. And it's not on some I'm trying to be perfect, because there is not a perfect human, but it is some, I know where I lack. I know where I can truly improve because of the person that I am, because of the things that God has already done for me, the things that He's shown me, and the things that I truly know and believe. Like, it is, I know I've told y'all from the very first video, with like 400 something videos ago, I told y'all, like, I don't care how long it takes. This is something that I know is going to happen. I know without a shadow of a doubt that this is going to happen. I know God is going to carry me through it, because yes, there is times where I don't be wanting to do this. I be wanting to cry. I be wanting to punch the screen. Last week, I wanted to take my laptop and bend it backwards and throw it out the window. I wanted to do that so bad, but it's like, no, I have self control. I'm getting better. I'm getting better with the things that I'm trying to do, and I just know that there is just little tweaks here and there that need to happen. But at the end of the day, I always had a finite mind that I knew that I was going to make it. There has never been a time where it's like, this isn't going to be a thing for me. This is something that I want more than anything. So why would it not happen? It's been a lot of people that will say, one of the most controversial people on the planet, whatever. Some people are crazy, but they be saying some good stuff. But it's on some, you you can I have never seen somebody give 100% of themselves to something and they not reach their goal. I've never seen it. You won't ever see it, because somebody that is really truly giving 100% day in and day out, win, lose, draw, whatever, they're going to win eventually, because it is just space and opportunity. It's them coming into alignment, doing the same thing, doing things that's going to get them further and further and further, and then it's like it finally clicks. So then, yeah, it might be that lucky moment. It might just be a day where you actually, you've been doing this, and you finally get in at, I ain't gonna say at the bottom tick or the top tick, but you finally get in at a nice, decent move, and you're able to hold it, and she take off. Is that skill or is that luck? It's a little bit of both. It's a little bit of discipline. It's a little bit of self control, because you're continuously showing up. You're continuously doing the things that you need to do, and you just happen to align your time right on time, and the stars just align for you right then. And that could be the takeoff of your career. That could be the takeoff of whatever it is that you're trying to do. But you have to continuously show up. You have to continuously trust in yourself. You have to know that you are going to get it. There's going to be times where, like I said, you're going to want to cry. You're going to not want to talk to anybody. You're going to want to throw your phone out the side of the window. You're going to want to put your fist through a wall. You're going to want to set your computer on fire. I don't know. It gets deep. You have to learn how to manage those kind of things. It's like those kind of things are for your tests. It is for your character building. And I know people, hey, I'm tired of my character being developed. No, you're not, because your character is developing until the day that you are called home, period. You never stop. You never stop. Even in your old and golden age, and say that you done accomplished everything that you have accomplished, and you just retired, and you just watching your family and your great grands run around. It's like you get to learn from them and see the thing. Like, you know what I'm saying? It never stops. You never stop getting shaped and molded, because now you're in a position of wisdom where you can teach the young kids, where you can really let them know some stuff, where you can really be like, hey, like, you see, your great great grandma came from what she came from, and look at where she took the family to. So who's to say that you can't do it? Who's to say that? I it's this is And not even just with trading, I'm talking about entrepreneurship in general, but trading specifically. There are no requirements other than you putting in the time, and you putting in the time. That's it. Like, I don't want to hear anything else. It is you putting in the time, because with you putting in the time, with you getting the experience that you need, it molds that self-discipline. It molds that urge to be better. Yeah, you're gonna go through a greedy phase. Yeah, you're gonna go through a hesitation phase. But none of that matters. Like, yeah, all that stuff is to come. It might happen, it might not. But what's on the other side, if you continue to do like you're supposed to and reach how you're supposed to be reaching, oh baby, it's the reward is immaculate. Your latter years are greater, always. So I'm just saying, you really got to find the right things to not necessarily focus on, but just to just to understand that you have to know that you're gonna win no matter what, and it has to be a thing where it's like, even if I have a bad day, if I have a bad week, if I have a bad month, if I have a bad quarter, if I have a bad year, that is not the end all be all. There's going to be a time where things are greater, bigger, better, and I can't wait to see them. I can't wait to see. I can't wait to see the things that we do in this channel, in this family, in our little troop regiment. I'm very excited to see the things that are to come. And yeah, we still a small knit family, and I know I am the culprit problem, because it is not an everyday thing anymore like I want it to be. But even with that, like I want to improve so much on my YouTube, and it's like, one thing leads to the next. And I told y'all, whenever it comes to breaking the habit, it really only takes one day to break it. I give you two, but after that first day, it's like, I looked up and I was like, oh dog, it's been like 3 days and I haven't made a video. It's been 4 days and I haven't did a single push up. I haven't even done a pull up, because life gets in the way, and that's not an excuse. But it's like, when you realize those kind of things, you still have to be like, okay, let me snap out of it and let me get back to it, because I know what I'm made for. I know what I'm supposed to be doing. And whenever I take those kind of breaks, whenever I mess up my pattern like that, it becomes a bad habit. It becomes a problem, because like I said, it's so easy to just fall off your square. However, if you know like I know, and you know that you're going to do it no matter what, nothing's gonna stop you. Yeah, you might have a moment, but you're gonna get back on that horse and you're gonna ride it every single time. So, like I said, I'm just excited to see where it's gonna take us. Please, like I said, I'm never one to try to force God or anybody, but I'm just saying, it is some things that you have to understand. At the end of the day, not trying to be morbid or anything, but at the end of the day, we all got to get up out of here. So you got to figure out your purpose and work towards it. And like I said, just being able to put him first will help solve a lot of your problems. Like, and yeah, you're going to go through it. You're going to go through trials and tribulations even with that. But like, when I tell you, it is a point where it calms my anxiety down. It calms my overthinking down. He is, he's just amazing. Like I said, no word will ever return to him void. If he gave you a vision, if he gave you a dream, it's going to happen. But you have to show him that you're willing to put in the work for it. He chose you for it for a reason. And like what I used to say when I was a kid, don't try to make no lie out of my God, because it's not gonna happen. Do what you're supposed to do, man. And stop giving yourself a pity party. Stop giving yourself a pity party. Stop trying to be so hard on yourself. Like, it's just a matter of you need to do this. You need to do that. You know what you need to do. So just get it done. Period. So, and I know my eyes was kind of all around the place in this video, but y'all know how my brain gets, and I'm just trying to, be better with this, because I'm still trying to find just my tweaks. I tell y'all, the summertime for me at my job is worse than peak season. I'd rather it be peak season all year than have a summer at all, because it is just dreadful, and it literally will drain the life out of me. But like I said, there really is no excuse. There's no excuse. I can say that all the time, and I can give y'all 50 million excuses, and some of them are very legit. Some of them are good. But at the end of the day, I know what I'm trying to get to. I know what I'm reaching for. I know what I want to do and accomplish for my family and for the ones to come that's behind me. I know what I want to do for our community. Even though, I be so heavy on I don't want to teach, I don't want to do this. But it's like, I know the things that I want to do for my community, because it's a part of the plan. It's a part of my purpose. I'm just trying to walk in and fulfill the things that I know that I'm supposed to do. That's it. That's all. So take it how you want it. Troop shout out to y'all. I appreciate y'all. I really do appreciate y'all tuning in with me. And then we done mess around and gained another troop. Like, that's what I'm talking about. Do what y'all gotta do, baby. More blessings, less stress, and hopefully there will not be too many videos like this, because this right here is way too comfortable for me to be trying to do. I got my trade up. I got in my little Asian trade. I'm letting it do what it need to do. We up 38 ticks right now, and I'm sitting here trying to make a video. I needed to get it out, because when I tell y'all, it has been so much things floating around my head that I have been wanting to talk to y'all about. And yeah, I'll be writing it down, but it's like I be wanting to say it and talk about it right then and there. Like that's very important to me. But like I said, we working on that, and I'm steady, continuously working on improving myself. At the end of the day, I'm only human. I'm just a girl, and I'm only human. Like I'm trying my best to be the best that I can be, but I know me, and I know that I could kick it up a little bit. I could kick it up a notch, and I'm not trying to hear the excuses, because excuses are useless tools of the incompetent, used to build monuments of nothingness. Those who engage in them seldom succeed in life. And I don't know if I've said that at all this year, which if I haven't said that not once, that's crazy, because that was my thing to say to y'all last year, because it's so important to stop letting the excuses get in the way. It's so important to remember that you not only will make it through the finish line, you will make it through the finish line first, beating record times. You just gotta trust and believe. That's all I got for y'all, man. I appreciate y'all. More blessings, less stressing. All licks 26. It's your girl TB Tab. I'm out.